So following on, talking about uh, having your rosary blessed. I was saying that this medal here, this Saint Benedict medal, I'll zoom in a bit, focus it up, is just, there's a lot of history associated with that, and it's just an inherently sacred and powerful thing. And the way I mean, the reason why I firmly believe that, the way I found out about that was just when I kind of ordered this necklace just because it's just a attractive necklace, well made, and I had a much cheaper rosary, um, also powerfully blessed. That's a whole other story of its own. But it was the way it was made. It kept coming undone. It was like chain link in between the beads, and it just kept coming undone. It was driving me up the wall. So I thought I need to spend a bit more money on one that's just not going to let me down. So I ended up with this one. And I didn't know. I think I looked up about Saint Benedict medal at the time, and that it certainly sounded inspiring. And then when the necklace arrived, I was obviously excited to have this new kind of much fancier rosary. So I was using it a lot, wearing it all the time, obviously, and using it a lot. And I was sat in a deck chair outside in the sun one day, just kind of looking at this crucifix here. And I've talked in other videos about the communion of saints, so how you can have not just a relationship with God, but with the saints. You can approach them to kind of in prayer and ask them to pray for you from you know, from where they are, which is in the very presence of God. And so their prayers, are just, they're praying kind of literally in the spirit, in the presence of God Himself. And so, they have that sort of shared wisdom to know, they kind of share, they work with God to bless you. And but the first time I kind of really looked at this medal, that was one of the first, maybe one of the first real experiences I had of the Communion of Saints, because it was like Saint Benedict here in some just transcendent way that's hard to describe. Just kind of leapt out the medal at me. So I kind of saw him, but not with my eyes. You see what I mean? It was just a miraculous experience, and I highly recommend it.